What's going on, y'all? I'm Czar, and in this video we're taking a look at a new plugin from JMG, which is under the United Plugins umbrella, and this is called Cryostasis. This is a plugin that is going to freeze your audio. It's an effects plugin, and you can do some really interesting things with it. This is something I would see very useful for sound designers as well as music producers. Let's go over these controls, and of course I will let you hear what it sounds like. So starting at the top of the plugin, we have our preset window here. We have a limiter that we can engage, and we have bypass. And the main section of this, we've got a big knob here in the middle. As we turn this up, it will freeze your audio all the way to, once we get to 100% here, it'll be completely frozen. And size, so this is going to change the character. I'm going to, of course, go over and let you hear what this sounds like. Interesting that they chose the term size here, but to me this really changes the character. Wash is going to be your reverb, and this button here is going to take this knob from 0 to 100%, and then you can set your milliseconds on how long you want it to take to create that effect. And you hit it again, it'll go back. And if you double click this, we can get some sync values like half note, quarter note, 1 bar. All right, at the bottom we have pitch, we have filter, we have lo-fi, and we have shift. Shift is going to shift the frequency in that freeze effect. Lo-fi, we can turn it towards rate or bits. Low pass, high pass filter, self-explanatory, as well as pitch. All right, so let's check out what this sounds like. I have this on this synth part here. I'll solo it. All right, so I'm going to play that. I'm going to start to adjust these settings. We'll start just by turning up this freeze effect with everything flat. So you can see at 100% it's going to remain frozen. Let's mess with the size as well as the wash now. All right, let's mess with the milliseconds here. So I'm going to, just so you can really hear this effect, I really like it with it pitched down. So we're going to pitch this down a little bit, and we'll set that to 3000 milliseconds and see what we got here. All right, and the lo-fi. And lastly, the shift. All right, you kind of feel it bending the sound there. So as you can see, you can get some really interesting effects with this, especially if you look at the fact that these controls are automatable. Once you get some automation going, you can really get some interesting stuff. So final thoughts on Cryostasis here. Certainly some things I would like to see added to this plugin. For one would be a mix knob would be really handy. Another thing I think could make this plugin better is this 0 to 100 button. I like being able to set milliseconds and have it slowly ramp up from 0 to 100, but once it gets to 100, I would like a button where I can just bring it right back to 0 versus hitting the button again and having it slide back to 0. So instead of the slide up and then slide back, I would like to slide up and then go right back to 0. Another thing I'd like to do is be able to change the value from 0 to 100, go maybe 0 to 50, 0 to 25, 0 to 75, just so it doesn't have to go all the way to 100 on the effect. So those are a couple things that I think could improve this plugin, but overall, this does something different here, and I really like it. Again, I think this would be really good for sound designers and music producers and mix engineers as well, who's just looking for some creative effects. I didn't show it here on a vocal, but of course we can do some cool things with a vocal with this as well. But definitely comment and let me know what you think of this. Intro price for this, once you do the currency conversion for US dollars, it's going to be about $20, so not bad at all. And of course, I'll have a link in the description if you want to check this out, learn more about it, or pick it up. All right, if you enjoyed this video, I appreciate a thumbs up. And if you want to continue to see content from me, then you know what to do. Any questions, comments, let me know, and I'll catch y'all next time.